What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Miss the Bus. It's a special episode, though, because we're doing our Better Call Saul review.
That is special.
So we are reviewing... What episode is this, guys?
9. Commuter Muff.
No, but it's episode 9, and it's titled I'm not German, so I can't necessarily pronounce this correctly, but I'm going to say Wiedersehen.
Let Google say it.
Okay, hold on, wait. Everybody listen real quick. I'm going to play it. I think.
Wiedersehen.
That's the episode, folks.
I've heard that's German for goose fuck.
Goose fuck.
Close. It's meet again. Anyway, so yeah, this was a long one.
It was probably the longest episode ever.
Of this, yeah. Well, ever. No, I mean, I don't know.
Of all time.
Definitely of this season so far, though. But a lot happened with.
Yeah, penultimate episodes of Better Call Saul, man. They make you feel a certain kind of way.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we definitely. I guess we can go ahead and start with good old Jimmy not getting back into the ring, as one would say.
Yeah, they turned him down, right? I mean,
I thought his speech was very convincing.
yeah, you know, he would have
Yeah,
fooled
but
me.
right
I would have
when-
signed his papers, fucking shipped him off to lawyer town, wherever they go.
The thing
after.
is, though, right when she asked like
The
what
influences.
his influence was, and he didn't say his brother, I
Chuck?
was like, damn, that's
What did he say?
gonna come
The
back to bite
fucking
him.
land crabs?
What do these people expect? These people know that he had have to have known that he had a terrible relationship with his brother. It's the reason
I feel like they're asking too much of him, right? Like, just let him.
Well, like, also, why does it matter, like, what your relationship with your brother is, kind of
I guess
thing?
if you're a lawyer, though, it's
because
all
that's
about
how society
presentation.
works, family, who
I
you're
get it,
related
and
to.
but the thing is, Jimmy also kind of should have known, like, even if it's not.
I was gonna say he's so good at acting and putting on
Right.
the front when he needs to, right? So, yeah, if he was that prepared for it, I would have been prepared to
But
like throw some throwaway Chuck.
that
thing
shows
in
his
there.
brother still bothers him.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Because he's fought so hard for the last year and he's waited for this, and then he probably knew that he should say something about Chuck, and it's still, like you said,
Bite the
bothered
bullet,
him.
as they call it. You know.
Yeah, it still bothered him to the point where he wouldn't bring it up. So Chuck is just an ever lingering presence over this young man.
Yeah, which I guess kind of is also, like, what's molding Jimmy into Saul anyway. So
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, his brother has, like, a huge influence on that.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like he should have sucked it up and just said something about his brother. But for a
like, hey, I
second, I
love my
thought he was
brother.
gonna push the guy down the stairs because, like, he got really in that guy's face.
me?
And so I was like, oh my god, Jimmy's about to just, like, shove this man.
Can you imagine double murder? He shoves him down the stairs, and then that old dude will run down the stairs, gets just fucking briefcased.
Yeah, he, like, hums his briefcase at his head. But yeah, so, and then we saw, like, the whole blow up between him and Kim, which kind
Yeah.
of was expecting at some point, but I mean, it shows them still together in the end. So
Well, yeah, it seems like as for all of that, and as how kind of like how emotions were flaring during it, it seems like everything is patched together ish.
It's a roller coaster.
It looks like next episode is they're whatever. Like she understands he's frustrated. He understands he fucked up, and something's gonna happen next episode where they're gonna do their thing. They're gonna tag team up and try to rig this thing back together. So
oh yeah, for sure. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm still expecting something really bad to happen to Kim. I'm not saying it'll be this season, but I just feel like something bad is bound to happen. So, and she
Jimmy
keeps,
reinstated as lawyer. Kim hit by a train.
I don't know what it's gonna be, but yeah. So we saw all that, and then going into the Wiedersehen version
the
of
Wiedersehen.
this, we see, what's his name? The main German's name.
Werner Ziegler.
Werner Ziegler.
What a man.
We see him having some issues this episode.
He misses his wife.
He misses his wife. He's
To the
trying
point
to
of
fix
anxiety
a bomb.
attacks.
Well, like, I didn't know it was because of that. I thought he was just having an anxiety attack because he was, like, scared he was about to get his face blown off. But
What,
I
when he
feel like
went in
he's-
there to like rewire
Yeah.
the thing, the dynamite?
yeah, he was, like, starting to freak out. And then I don't know why. I was just like, man, he's about to, like, bash his head on
Oh.
this pole or something.
I mean, yeah, I thought he was going down there to get fucking lit up, but
I don't know.
he survived that. And,
Well, yeah, but God, the anxiety for that, I don't know. I just, like, I was expecting him to die. I even said before, like, this episode started that I was thinking someone was going to die for some reason. And I know that, like, it wasn't likely. But whenever that started happening, I was like, shit, never mind.
I
That might
felt
be
very
right.
uncomfortable when he was down there.
It would have been such a fucking like unjust way for him to go.
Oh
Though.
yeah, no, I would have hated that.
Like this makes more sense, right? That like they've had the whole dynamic of him and Mike being friends and as friendly as like two people in that position can be, and then now we get to see this play out as like Mike's gonna have to hunt him down, which it makes for a more interesting last episode than if they had just lit him on fire in the
lit
the
him
cave.
on fire. No, I completely agree. I feel like it makes it way better that he like went on a prison break pretty much, and now I mean I feel like it's still gonna end horribly for him unless well I was about to say unless Mike covers it up, but then you see Mike and Gus together, so he obviously tells Gus.
Yeah, I think Mike, as much as he's kind of cared for this guy, he flat out told him no. You know what I mean? And it's like a thing now where Mike is pissed, obviously, and I don't think I don't think Mike's got that level of sympathy for him.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
So he's done. Werner, poor Werner. But yeah, so
we think he's done. We don't know what's. We
yeah,
don't know where he
that's
went.
true. I'm just like trying to guess the future. I don't know, but I feel like he's not going to be in good shape when they find him.
He's just crazy. If he sticks it out a little bit longer, you get probably like a
you go on vacation with your wife for every single day of the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know.
You guys can live in fucking Hawaii.
Literally anywhere.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that's not even like a real
Prague.
like. I thought it was something else, maybe.
What that like the reason why he left?
Yeah, like I didn't think it would just be like he'd be freaking out because of his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Weakling.
Jesus.
That's what I said.
He's in love, man.
I don't care. It's not worth it.
How long have they been there?
I'd rather have the money.
How long
have they been in that big old
there at
warehouse?
this point?
It was like a year.
I don't know. We'd have to retrace. I'm sure someone in the comments is gonna be like, "You went to dumb fuck. You don't fucking know how long."
Anyway, though,
I'm waiting for him.
It's
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, well, either way, they've been there for a long enough time for him to go crazy. So I don't know. I just feel like it's definitely pointless that it seemed like they've hit a milestone anyway with the construction now that they blew whatever up.
Well,
so
yeah, right. I mean, they got to be getting close.
They're moving along.
Because at some point we said that it had been 6 months, right?
Yeah, I just don't know. That's
Jimmy,
the thing. I just don't know how much time has passed since then.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
probably not a significant chunk of time. So
I mean, I'm sure they do show it in small details, but
there's probably like a calendar behind Mike's head.
There's always.
in every shot.
circled.
We also saw the origin of the bell.
Oh, damn, the infamous bell.
Yeah, the origin of the bell.
Kill me or rubber band this to your wheelchair, buddy.
And the fact that, what's his name? That guy's name, I think it's Edward or Edward. I guess
Who,
that's
the
how
new
they-
dude?
Yeah.
The mustachio?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know his name.
I'm pretty sure that's it, but his laugh, like whenever he put the bell on the chair and he just like continued laughing. Yep, that's it.
That dude's crazy.
I really like him though. I
off.
like him added to this.
Oh yeah, he is cool. I'm almost bummed they waited so long
I
to introduce him.
He's like
this
just
season.
psycho enough, and then poor Nacho's just getting dragged along. He like I feel like Nacho just literally has the worst luck in this entire show.
Yeah, let's go stake out Gus's fucking restaurant, and then Nacho's just sitting there like,
Long ago, we had predicted that Nacho would die this season, but since he was out of the season for so long and now he's back, I feel like it's not going to
I feel like
happen.
there's no way. Even though Edward, I'm pretty sure is his name, whatever. He literally walked out saying like, "Oh man, he just wants to kill everybody," to Nacho, and I was just like, "Oh well." He keeps doing that where he's just talking about Nacho dying, pretty much, because he did that the last episode
and he's gonna show him the chicken coop. So who knows what's gonna happen there? But yeah, I feel like it seemed when the season started that it was gonna focus a lot on Nacho, and at times it did, but then there was a big chunk of time that it didn't. So I think it would feel weird now.
It was a good 3 episodes.
Yeah, it would just feel weird now if we lost him at the end of this.
Yeah,
it would just seem like a wasted amount of time they could have spent on him. So
I feel like it would be pointless to. I don't know. I also just don't want him to die yet, so I'm completely fine with him keeping him around.
I guess it would make
out.
sense too if for some reason they ended with just season 5. If it ended there, it would make sense to wrap things up with him then.
Yeah,
as the climax.
Well, he's become a big enough character, right?
Yeah.
I think like he'll be one of the ones that you could end it with.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. What else happened this episode? What am I missing? Reel it in.
I think that's well. Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't a whole
I feel like
lot
those
else.
are all the like big moments that we've had.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, a lot of the scenes were long, but it was like back and forth between people. Like even like the thing with Kim and
they did that.
And Jimmy was long.
I like that they did that more with this episode too. Like it seemed like they were jumping a good bit between all of it. So
yeah, they kind of they paced it well.
That's one thing to say about this show. Everything is very evened out. Like everybody gets
They get their due.
Everyone gets equal time. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much it. I did have to say, though, we had an email that I missed last week from Morgan, because she, a couple episodes ago, when we were talking about something, and she emailed us saying she figured something out that she originally had said, but she said, "Hey, guys, remember when I commented and wanted to know if it was me or that guy that hired Jimmy to steal the Hummel was familiar?" And she figured it out for real this time in her 5th season of her quarterly Breaking Bad watching.
Dang.
Yeah, she's an avid fan.
Quarterly.
I know. I'm
Fucking
kind of
cool.
impressed,
Good,
honestly.
Good for you, Morgan.
But she's in the episode where the vomitous pest is introduced, and the guy Jimmy hires in Better Call Saul to steal the Hummel is none other than Ira, the owner / manager, whatever of vomitous pest. Real name Frank Ross.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's just
Interesting.
showing all the connections between these shows. I just feel like I would never catch something like that. So I love when people point that out.
There's got to be such a huge amount of people that didn't catch that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's for the devotees.
oh yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. That's all we got for this episode. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, it was a good one.
Oh well, yeah, for sure. So what do we think? What happens next week?
I honestly have no clue how this show is going to end. Like this season, at
This
least.
season.
Because every time I think something's going to happen, I'm never right.
I was kind of hoping we'd get another shot into Breaking Bad time period.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
not
would have been
thinking
cool.
that would make any sense at this point, but you never know.
Yeah.
The cold open could always be that again, but yeah, I don't know. I guess Mike's gonna find what you call it, man, and
Werner.
I
I mean, that's like all he can do at this point. Mike always gets his guy, so I feel like
the
it's
last
gonna happen.
episode of all these seasons always does something surprising. So
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, this has been our review of the 9th episode of Better Call Saul. So if you want to follow us on any of our social medias, you can find us at Miss the Bus Pod on Twitter and Miss the Bus Pod on Instagram, and then Miss the Bus on Facebook. Also, please subscribe to us to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube. Not Spotify yet, but eventually. I don't even want to say anything bad about them because please just put us
We
on
worship
there.
them.
And we also do a weekly show. When are we releasing? Thursday mornings.
Thursday morning,
so
9 a.m.
We just talk about random shit. So go ahead and come and, I don't know, hang out with us.
Hang and be loved.
Yeah, exactly. But and also, if you have anything you want to say about the episodes, you can always email us too at missthebuspod@gmail.com. I'm Bailey. That's Matt. That's Tyler. I didn't introduce us in the beginning of this episode, but it's been nice hanging out with you guys. So come back next week because we're going to talk about the finale.
Sayonara, peeps.
Bye.